Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna show you how to take certain photos in photo mode. Someone asked me how I took my photos, and yeah, I'm gonna show you. And also, I don't really know how, I'm gonna try my best to show you how I take my photos. This is weird, actually saying it uh in a directional format. I usually just click on photo mode and mess around, but I'll try my best to show you. So, to take the photo with the black and white background, you're gonna find a dark area, and the light source is coming from outside, and this is the dark area. And so I'm going to have my back towards the darkness, and I'm going to have my Abby's face towards the light. Now, you're going to want to go into photo mode and face Abby. Now, you're going to want to change the filter. Actually, before you do that, let's mess with the depth of field before you change the filter. First, change the depth of field because this will be cool. So you turn this on. As you can see, Abby is out of focus. And you're going to want to mess with the distance. The lower the number for distance, the closer it gets. And so at 7, finally, Abby is in focus. And you can change the intensity of the blurriness behind her. As you can see, I raised it up, but her eyes are kind of blurry, so I'm going to lower it a little bit. Now she's in focus again. So now that she is in focus, actually, I want to actually get closer to Abby. So I'm going to mess with this field of view and bring it up to her face. So I think this is good. Now most of this is just you messing around in photo mode. And so I'm pretty sure you know how to get closer, mess with the depth of field. I'm assuming you know how to do all that. So I'm just gonna fast forward this and mess around till I like it. Okay, so this is good. This is how I want it. Now let's change the filter. Now the filter I use for both of those photos is Noir, which is basically just a really intense black and white. So that's Noir. Now as you can see, it's almost kind of looking like the photo. So now I want to change the brightness. So here we go. Here's the brightness. So let's mess with the brightness and see. So we're gonna wanna bring it down. And I think that's good. All the way down is actually really good. So that's alright. Bring up the brightness. I mean raise up the sharpness. So I think that's looking good. Now what you can also do is turn that on. So it makes the background even more dark. So let's increase the size. I think that's looking pretty good. Now, what you can also do is turn that to white. As you can see, the borders, you can turn that to black, and it'll cover anything in that area. So let's say I'll turn that back to white. Let's say in the white area there was like maybe a shelf and books, and let's say Lev was in the left border, and you kind of want to cover them up, but you can't. You can just turn it to black and it'll blend in with the background. And that's how I do most of my photos. And so basically this is looking pretty much it. This is pretty much it. This is pretty much how the photo looked. And so I'm noticing that her face isn't really as bright as the photo. It's just like kind of like on her chest. And so this is where you kind of have to go out of photo mode and move her kind of like a real model in the real world. You kind of have to get the model to move around to get the perfect lighting. Now I'm going to show you how to do the photo with the white background. So let's go outside if we can go outside. Oh, can we go outside? Is
Lev, I
that
think we're done here.
allowed?
Yeah, wait. In here. You find something?
Okay. So with a white background, you're gonna want to have to use the sky basically, and you're gonna want to. So you stand on this car, go into photo mode. Let's reset everything again. Okay. So as you can see, uh, go to brightness and raise it up until, as you can see now, the brightness is super low and it's blue. So you're gonna want to raise it, and now it's white. And so you're gonna want to position your character until you can't see anything but white. So this is a pretty good. I like how she has like her fist in her hand, like she's about to beat something up. Um, let's now you don't. As you can see, this kind of there's like a little tree behind her back with her little gun. Gonna want to position her until it's covering that tree. All right, that's good. Now let's use the borders, the frames, to block out the rest of the trees. So let's change that to white. As you can see, you can still see a little bit of tree. So let's see if we can zoom in and get rid of it. So I can't turn to the right or that will show up behind her back. So we're gonna have to zoom in some more. So we can't zoom in anymore because it'll cover her arm. So this is where it gets tricky. We're gonna have to find a better angle. And usually if you can't find a good angle, no matter what way you turn, you usually just wanna just get more and more underneath your character and it'll kind of block out everything way easier. And so let's find a good angle. So I can't turn that way anymore. All right, so I think this is the angle that I'm going for because I can't turn her much anymore. So yeah, this is it. This is how you do. Actually, my background doesn't match the frame. I'm gonna raise up the brightness a little bit more. Now it's matching. So this is in color with the white background. And as you can see, I have no filter on this. Now you can change the filter and mess around. See, now she's cool, but the background is still white. And you can kind of change it to orange. That's just super bright. That's black and white, you know? And the background, for the most part, will stay white. But for some filters, the background will change color. See, that's blue. And I don't think you can change the borders to that type of blue. But yeah, that's how you do it. Basically, have your character uh positioned to the sky and raise up the brightness to turn the sky white, and then use the frame to black out anything from the left or right, and have the background, the sky match the white frame. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.